So I've been thinking, and I want to do one of those super cartoony faces. I will smooth the face completely. Well, the nose can go. The nose can go. The eyes and stuff can go. Oops, let's just get rid of all that. Let's smooth all this out. And let's use clay. And I'm just gonna clay over this. Maybe I'll add some clay here. It'll give the face a little size. And you know what? Let's voxel remesh it. It'll recalculate, recalculate everything. Actually, let's do it. Let's recalculate it or remesh it lower. Something really low, so then we can smooth it and it'll get nice and soft. Oh, is this attached? We need to attach. Oh no, that's the hair, isn't it? That's the hair. So, let's see. So let's hide this. Just make sure that, okay, it's all attached. Cool. You got to check. So you always have to check. Okay, that's good. The forehead is a little pronounced. And sometimes I just remesh it again. Remesh it lower. And smooth it until it's, just like soft and looks like shapes. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. So there's lots of other fun shapes that we can add. So I'm gonna try to do something a little more abstract, I guess is the term. Let's use cylinder for the nose. So we'll move it up, snap, and we want to snap it this way. We can shrink it. Wait a minute. There we go. I don't know how it got off-centered. Gizmo's dangerous sometimes. Okay, so we'll do something like that, and then you can, do I want to validate it? I'm not going to validate it yet, but I am going to turn one of the symmetries on. Let's see. Oh, we can see the red line, so it's the proper symmetry. So if we use move with symmetry, we can really make it like whatever shape we want for the nose. Yeah, so I never usually do very, just like very fun random shapes for humans. For some reason, I don't really like realism. I guess I do go for that 3D animated face kind of look, but I want to just try to do something a little less like that. I'm going to use round edge. Round edge just smooths the whole thing, so if you don't have it, you can just use the smooth, it's fine. I feel like the ears are a bit high. Make them a little bit bigger. And you know what else I want to do? I'm going to make the ears more eerie. Ears are kind of like that, and this part goes into the face. Okay. And now what can we do for the eyes? I mean, I'm guessing spheres, but it would be kind of cool to use maybe like a box instead of the clay. If we use a box, let's bring it up. Oops, see, that's the problem. Trying to move the gizmo around and it's doing its own thing. I'm going to tap the 3 dots, and then I'm going to change this to 2. Or maybe I don't have to. Let me bring the subdivision down. Yeah, let's move this up to 2. Bring this way down. That way it's nice soft cube box, excuse me. Oh, it must be in a mirror. We'll bring it out and give it its own mirror. Maybe we'll turn snap off and give it a little, I don't know what. I kind of just like it like this. They kind of look like eyebrows. Just want to give it a little curve. And then I kind of like that. Let's add a sphere. Let's take it out of this so we can give it its own mirror. So we'll go back to the sphere. Let's just validate the sphere. Not the mirror, we're going to validate the sphere. And then I'll move this up. And then we'll just play around with this sphere and just make some, maybe just some very toy-like eyes. I think that's what I'm looking for. Maybe I'll flatten them. Why is everything backwards? I feel like all my shapes are backwards for some reason. I must have hit a button. No, I think that way's backwards. Oh, there we go. Like, that's exactly what I was looking for, like something like that. I think I want to do let's try this whole tube mouth thing. I see it a lot, but I've never done it myself. I feel like it's a very like Blender style thing. Okay, so if I do this, I'm not sure if I should close it and then edit it that way, even though it's not symmetrical, which is kind of what I wanted. And actually, maybe it's better if it's not symmetrical. Oh, and I didn't do snap. I meant to do snap. I keep accidentally touching things. And snap is where if you use the tube tool, it'll snap to, or at least it looks like it does snap actually. It looks like when you touch the node, it like turns it into the snapping node. So if you notice, it's like kind of sinking in a bit. And that's because it's snapping the middle part to the surface. So if I add another node here, then it should kind of move that out so it's perfectly on the surface. But I think that looks a lot better. Looks like we need maybe another node here. I still would have wanted I kind of want it symmetrical. It's the only thing. So if I don't have it closed, another way to get symmetrical is just to have it like this. And I'm gonna move the tube up and then give it its own mirror. And I can still edit it because it's not validated yet. Super creepy, kind of like it. Let's take this tube and validate it, and then let's just voxel remesh it and see what happens. Smooth it out so it's a smooth tube. It's kind of creepy. I don't know why I like it so much. So I'm going to add some little spheres for teefies because you know how I roll by now. I just wanted to do something abstract rather than doing like a realistic face. Like a realistic face is just, I mean, it's cool, but it's really not my vibe. So, but I do default to like a human, like a more realistic type face. Granted, like 3D realistic. I don't really do like photorealistic, but I don't know. So I wanted to try to do something outside of my comfort zone because that's what I want everyone to do. Go ahead and make sure we have a mirror because you really want to go outside of your comfort zone. Let's clone these, have some fun, see what we get. Let's push it in a little bit. And maybe we need another small one up here. These need to be, I feel like they need to be separated a little bit more. Let's go ahead and clone them and just, why is everything not straight? Oh, let's just put it on a line. Should help us out. It's like a wooden figure or something. It's quite strange, but I like strange. I want to get these like even. And now it's just a matter of the gizmo, getting used to the gizmo. The gizmo is very, very annoying until you kind of get the hang of it. And then obviously it's essential, quite useful. Let's take it off of a line. Try to straighten these teeth out so I can use the gizmo again. Okay, do another clone. So, it's so weird. It's so weird. I kind of want to change the hair. I kind of want to do something crazy. I don't know what. Look at that egg head. So since we're here, let's figure out a way to kind of unegg this head a little bit. So let's just push it down. We want to give him a forehead. I could actually make it really creepy. Let's make it really creepy. Since you're still hanging out, let's make it really creepy. So let's take select mask with the lasso. And we're just gonna lasso this mouth along the lip area with select mask. And then we're gonna go ahead and give it a nice invert. And then we can move it in, up. Oh no, wait a minute. So I use this node to make it a little bit thinner because I don't want it to go through the back. So that's a problem. So I'm gonna undo, because you can see that the back isn't masked. So I'm gonna take select mask again and just lasso the back of the head as well. Because sometimes it goes through and you don't want that. So now we're still inverted, and now I'm just using the gizmo to just make a cavity back there. Move it back and up a little bit. We can clear the mask, and now there's like a cavity behind like those teeth to make it like even more weird and sinister, but kind of interesting. I also didn't do anything with the ears. So usually, what would I do with the ears? Usually I would take like layer. Where is layer? I haven't used layer in a while. And it's probably a weird color that I don't recognize now. Delete layer, flatten. There it is. So sometimes I use layer and kind of make, sub. I usually make, wait, why is it so, let's lower the intensity. So something like that, smooth it out, looks earish. Then I'll use clay or inflate, and on the face, I'll kind of like, I don't know if clay is the right, yeah, clay works. I do this, I overdo it on purpose, then I go like that, and then I use drag, and I kind of drag this down, and that's the little piece that like connects those little flaps we have. God, this is such a weird character. And it keeps getting weirder. Still want to make room for the forehead. You can take move and do some really big like movements. Oh, I feel like that kind of looks like some character. I don't watch this show, but I feel like there's some show that has an old guy that looks kind of like this. I don't know, but it is getting weirder by the minute. I feel like the shoulders can be, ooh, that makes everything wide. I forgot. When also, if you try to change one thing and things are nestled, it affects everything. So that's another FYI. I kind of like the hair. I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to smooth it because I Still want it to be clean and make it look like I meant to have it look the way it looks. And I still want to get a better hairline. Oh, maybe I should pull this down a little bit on the front. Forehead's a bit prominent, but that's okay. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to tell you as well. Also for the fingers, sometimes I like to use profile. Oh, I have to change some of these settings, don't I? Change the division X to 7. What does this do? I'll leave that at 2. Looks like I have to change all of these. Profile. Let's change them all to profile. And this went to 7, I believe. Profile. Okay, so now we will put this to 7. Wait, I feel like interesting. I'm going to shrink the tops. But yeah, you can do that as well. I wonder if I can make them all thinner. And I thought I uninstanced them. Oh, I might have, maybe I went back. But it's actually better because I don't have to do the fingers again. So I might do each one. Are these nestled? Oh, they kind of are nestled. They still need to be a bit smaller, I think. They need their individual space. Oops. Oh, and also, this one's still quite big. Let me shrink the pinky. Also, what was the also? Oh, when you hold your hand out, the pinky is kind of up a little bit. So let's practice that, and then I swear I'm done. But oh, I didn't move the pivots. These pivots should be, I thought I did move them. I'm a little confused now. But maybe they got reset at some point in time. So we just want these pivots at the end. So I'm re-pivoting his fingers. Okay. So first, I just want to turn them a little bit. This one can be the most. This one can be a little bit. And the pointer finger can be, oops, a little bit that way. That looks cool. I like it. Picasso. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. It's a good basis, good times. And this is great if you want to like put clothes on it. I mean, clothes, just think of them as the same way we did the body parts. You don't have to really think of it a different way. If you're going to make pants, just kind of do this, but make them bigger and then make them in the shape that you want them to be. Like if I wanted to make pants, clone this cylinder, I'll take it out, maybe make it bigger. Oops. So maybe I'll make that bigger, clone it, and then use this one as like actually I can just leave this one as it is. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Probably would have been better to just use a regular cylinder, but that's okay. It is what it is. So we go like that, and let's smooth down the top of it so it's a little more pant-like. We'll smooth down the top. You can take move and kind of like spread out the bottom a little bit. You can also take this same one, and now I'll make it a little bit bigger. Clone it again. So then you have like some interesting things like this. And then all you do is just take all of these and voxel remesh them together. Let me do a save first. Voxel remesh them together. They don't have to be that high, maybe like 170 or so. And then just smooth it out. You can use move if part of the leg is poking through somewhere. It's fine. Maybe I'll even drag this down a bit. Try to give him like kind of baggy pants. You can use something like inflate to kind of accentuate the, what are they called? Creases? Something like that. Have one going up the side. Nah, maybe not. Can I have some here, something like that. So that's an easy way to make pants. And then again, obviously you can just clone it, mirror it to the other side, and you can make pants that way. I'll take the pelvis and just make that a little bit bigger. And kind of widen it like this. Validate it, take move it out. Expand the butt a little bit, why not? So now we can take the waist and where are those cylinders? There we go. So we can take the waist, we can take the cylinders and validate them. Oh, I probably should have not put them so close. That's okay. And then take the waist and this mirror and validate them together, or remesh them together. So we remesh them together at 150, smooth it out up here, and you have yourself some pants. Again, you can take inflate and you can add some details. Make that a little more flat. Drag that out, a little crease action. And then again, you can, maybe we'll use select mask even. Just use select mask and just kind of mask off a piece here. And clear it, smooth it out a little bit. Just give the pants a little bit of like, I don't know, something. Add a cylinder. Validate it. Move, drag, and just kind of move is better. Move is a bit smoother, so that'll help you get things going. A little bit of gravity, kind of pull it down a little bit. And then you have your pants. Same thing with the top. Just use shapes. Just use shapes to make the clothes, and your life will be so much easier. But I think that's it. This guy was looking crazy. The only other thing, I guess I should just voxel remesh him, his body at least. Maybe the body and the, what is all this? Oh, these are all the pecs and stuff. So I'm just gonna join them all. The body, the neck. Might as well just voxel remesh everything together. I'm gonna do it at like 250. Kind of smooth all this out. Probably should have just went ahead and did the arms as well, but I'm not sure if I want to change the, no, I'm not going to change it. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, we're going to validate arms. I think it's both arms. And the neck is the body. So we'll voxel remesh it together at like 350 or so. I just want to do it higher because I don't want to lose too much of this. This back is wide. Okay, we're just going to widen that out for the pants. Oh. Actually, that works too. You can adjust different parts as needed. Maybe you want his chest to stick out a little bit more. You can do that. Or the shoulders. God, these eyes are wild. It just keeps getting wilder. Oh, it is. I was worried that it was going to be a mirror because I was worried I was going to do this. That's so weird. It's so weird. I actually don't know which one I like better or worse. I feel like worse is a better term. Get the neck edge going in there. Oh, we didn't even do the arms. Totally forgot about the arms. So I think that's all the tricks I got. The only other trick is you can use layer. Did I use layer? I think it may be clay. You can use clay really small to make still too big. Do I use layer? Maybe I use layer. There's one of them that I used to use for veins. Don't want sub. Bring it down to like 5. Yeah, layer really, really low. Kind of like and if you don't think that that's clear enough, or if you feel like it's a little, you need more definition, then you can use one of the other tools with, what is it, dynamic topology. So you turn that on, you turn dynamic topology on, and let's see if we can get it. Let's bring this down to like 3. And see what that looks like. Oh yeah, I have to make it a little bit bigger. So that also looks pretty good as far as like veins go. They look a little less natural than the other one, but again, you can probably just smooth. You don't want to smooth with dynamic topology. I'm going to turn that off, and then I'm just going to smooth. So it looks a little more natural once you smooth. So then you have some veins there. I feel like he's got to be like a clown, right? I don't even know what color to make the body. Oh, let's switch to Metcap to let PBR. But I still want to color everything. Everything's going to be my signature color there. So we can paint all. It's like a white canvas. Shoes can be brown. Soles, why can't I select the soles, bro? Wait, are they separate? Okay, so it looks like it's all in the same mesh. So I'm going to separate this, add its own mirror, validate. This is going to be shoe soles. Join shoe soles, knees. I don't even need the knees anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete the knees. I don't need the knees. I'm gonna save this as new. That way I have the old one with the separate parts. So let's change the soles to, what color they are in cartoons? I feel like they're lighter in cartoons. Eyes, I feel like I want them to be green. Oh, I wish this question mark was on the other side of Paint All. These I feel like should be black. Wait, did I not paint those all? Teeth, let's go ahead and validate these. These are going to be teethies. Oh, this is the lips. These are the eyes. We'll go ahead and validate those. Brows. Lend me your ears. I feel like a light purple is sufficiently weird. I kind of like them that color for some reason. It's a bit of a weird color, but I think I just like it this color, but maybe a little darker. I love these hands. I need to do this hand thing, but with the round fingers. I feel like I could use that on so many characters. Just be careful smoothing so you don't lose too much detail. Ooh, I don't even know if I turned on post-process. I didn't even add any lights. Let's turn the lights off. Turn one on. That's when you really get to see what you've created. This would be perfect if I could move this frickin' thing. That would be so useful. Nope, can't long click it or anything. It's just like right in the way. Like, it'd be so great I could record my things if I could just move this out of my face. So that looks good. We'll add another light. Make it a rim light. Nice beautiful rim light. We'll bring that up a bit. And we'll add another one. This can be just more light from the side. Not quite rim, but close. Kind of like that. Let's make it cooler. And let's save. Let's do one above. Oh, it's the worst. That's another thing that I hate. I feel like you used to be able to get to the light from there. Annoying. I don't know why I do that sometimes. Yeah. I just want like a real creepy light coming down from the top. Let's make this light a little warm. Okay, it looks great. Let's take him and make him subsurface. I can turn this down a bit. Doesn't need that much. The hair, might be able to make subsurface as well. Let's make the inside blue. Okay. I think everything else is good. I don't think the pants really need it. Yeah, I'll leave everything else off. But anyway, that's my weird clown dude. Do a quick turntable in Blender. But even this, I'll do a turntable here. This looks pretty good in Nomad, actually. So let's get rid of this image. Let's do a nice turntable. On this screen is usually when I turn on my screen recorder. 0, 0, 0, and then hit turntable. It's always so bright on the backside. I need to turn that light down. Turn that light down. Much better. So I feel like I want to make a mallet just to be kind of like in the background with him. It'd be nice if he was holding it, but he ain't. How big is the head? The head I can probably decimate too. So I just want to hide all of this, I think. Oh, I don't even need these. I can get rid of all this nonsense. Ooh, not the floor. I forgot I need to bring this stuff up to the floor. All right, let's make this mallet. So first I want to hide everything. You know what? I'll hide the floor too. So let's add, a cylinder or a sphere? I don't even know. I'm going to add a cylinder. go back to the front. Our front is crazy. Okay. So I'm just going to snap it 90 degrees this way. Make it a little bit bigger, stretch it out. Feels mallet-y. Alright, so I need to take down the topology. Maybe I'll do this to 2. Take down the topology more. Maybe even bring this to 3. Okay, it looks good. The only problem is the middle part. Radius I can only do twice. It'd be nice if you could do it 3 times. That would be perfect. But alas, we cannot. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and validate this, I think. I'll use select mask with rectangle. There really is not that much gradient though. How do I add gradient? I don't think you can, well, I think there's a way to, when you do this, you might be able to blur. Okay. So if I make it a little bit bigger, and then kind of put it towards the middle, we should look at that. So maybe if I do that again, because it still has those weird marks, blur. That feels much better. Let me just clear this mask. Oh, let me switch to matcap because this is looking crazy. Okay, so let's voxel remesh this. Get it solid. We can use round edge. Although I find that I use this less and less for some reason. It's not as aggressive as sometimes I need that tool to be. It's still not as smooth as I want. Let's voxel remesh lower. Stupid low. Might even go lower than this. But this is more what we're after. I don't want to see those middle lines at all. It's tough. I'll go a little bit lower even. Okay, I think that's passable. It's definitely passable. I'm going to voxel remesh it back up at like 170. And give it one last smooth while it's a little bit more solid. What would I feel like I just want, I don't mind a bit of a cylinder in the middle. I don't think I mind that too much. Bring the topology down, bring this up to 2. Validate. Smooth it a bit. Feels a bit small. And we'll add another cylinder. Must be half off if you're a cylinder day. I know. I apologize on my own behalf. Okay, I want something like this. Go back to these settings. Maybe make this part a little bit bigger. Ooh, let's see if I can. I think if I put this down to 5 or so, and then do the post subdivision, make that a little bit bigger, nice round bottom, perfect. It's a little too loose. Let's go ahead and box remesh it. Nothing crazy. Just kind of make it a little more solid. Okay, let's switch back to, excuse me, let's switch back to lit PBR. I don't want it to look like a gavel. Does it look like a gavel or a mallet? I feel as though the mallet should be straighter. And I also feel like it's okay if it's just a thin pole. So I'm just going to validate that and leave it. I might even decimate it. This I'm going to decimate. And I might paint this. So let's see. I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking red. And I'm also thinking yellow. Let's add a layer. Let's do select mask. So in my head, the ends are yellow. The middle's red. Clear the mask. Oh, the mask is okay. That's a little weird. I would have liked it to be perfect, but that's all right. See if I can kind of clean this up a little bit. Wait, am I in? Oh, am I not on the right thing? Did I not add a layer? I could have sworn I added a layer. And I want a star. So I think I can use brush texture, brush 2, paint. I need a paint tool. Okay, paint. Oh, Spidey. Spidey's the one. Okay, so Spidey, stroke, constant 3D. We'll see if that works. We'll see if all this stuff works. Lock and radius, that's good for images. Alpha, this is the alpha, so let's change it to a star. I think I have a star somewhere. Why is this not scrolling anymore? Come on, there we go. There we go. Okay, so it's red. Let's go back to the yellow. Go to our settings. Let's add a layer. Take off symmetry. Although front and back symmetry would be fine. Okay. Maybe this will be like a darker red. And that can just be I don't know if I like that. I don't think I like that color. Okay, so now we have a little prop. I wish I knew how to... Let's take these out of cameras. Guess we need to take them out one by one. That's fine. I get it. What is it? A mallet? Oh, I don't know how to spell it. Mallet? I don't know if that's the right spelling. That's okay. Handle, base. Okay, we'll go ahead and lower this. So there is a way to bake. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. All right, so we take this one, mallet X. So we take that one and we decimate it. Oh no. What is that? Okay, so that's pretty small. And then I think we unwrap it. Unwrap. And then bake texture from high res. I think we were seeing the high res texture the whole time, so we didn't really notice. But now, if we delete this, this is only 6,000 and it looks really good. So I think that's a win. These are both really small. And I'll just decimate the handle. Okay. This guy is like turning out so nuts. I love it. Could put 2 mallets, but I feel like I want the other one to be like cotton candy. I don't know why. Let's make it pink. Actually, sometimes cotton candy is just kind of like this, right? Let's add some little tiny details in here for our little cotton candy. I feel like that looks believable. It's cotton candy. I'm going to smooth really softly. Look at that tuchus. Okay. Is this? Oh, I knew it. Oh no. I thought I had post-processing on. Let's go ahead and decimate this. Cotton candy does not need to be that serious. And then we will just add cotton candy's signature cone. Where is my, there we are. they wider at the top? I really can't remember. Sometimes it's so hard to remember these things. Cotton holder. Cotton holder, dang. Lower that topology, bro. What happens if I turn smooth shading off? Oh, we'll leave it on. Save in case Nomad decides to quit. I think that works. It's so weird. I love it. I love everything about it. The body's big. Can I add a layer and paint something on it? Red. Just give him like a big X. You know, I'm a bit confused as to why like all the tools are like so big. Like maybe my model is just really small. I'm like honestly at a loss. No, then I look like Punisher. So I don't know. Ooh, I know what I need to do. Add another layer. Since we're using red, we're already there. Just need to a little bit on the ears, a little bit on the phalanges. Of course, symmetry isn't on. Why would symmetry be on when you need it on? Okay, so I'm going to take this layer and first I'm going to smooth it with Smoothie Poo, which is the smooth tool with 0 intensity. And of course it's not really smoothing that much, but could also be because it's just like so high. Let me decimate it. Sometimes that helps. Turn it down a smidge. And we'll lower these layers. Okay, cool. Decimate. I'll leave the head. That's fine. Call it quits. Maybe we'll use a little bit of this light.